E rieccoci qua. Marte ci aspetta. Vediamo di collegare tutto. Voilà. Continua. Salvataggio di uscita. Marte Marte. E conferma, perché il doppio clic con l'invio non vanno bene. Mhm. Ma non ho intenzione di averne, quindi no problem.
Been a long time since I've been to Mars. Sol system doesn't get a lot of traffic. Have something for me?
Quindi non le serve che gli do le attrezzature, ma forse le munizioni.
Until later.
Sarà da verificare. Andiamo a vedere! Speriamo che siano dei pirati che gli possono requisire la nave. È sempre bello requisire le navi. Dunque, ci sono 4 risorse e basta. Fantastico, adoro sto pianeta. Ora che ci penso, forse non ho fatto la scansione planetaria. Grave errore. Bel veicolo terrestre. Mannaggia, voi avete deciso di non metterli. Ma avevo chiesto di atterrare lì io? Io avevo chiesto espressamente di atterrare nella zona di atterraggio di Marte. Mi ha mandato altrove. Questo è di poco strano. Dai! È pieno di navi. Ovviamente non posso rubare perché sono tutte quante navi per bene. E non sono pirati. Mannaggia. Dov'è il portello? Una mia riparazione, ok. Immagino anche queste altre. Invece quella sarà una nave del UC. Che posto è questo? Si è chiuso, molto bene. Qui in una zona da sparare, è una bella cosa. Poligono di tiro, ottimo. Interlocation, va bene. Cioè, da una parte è meglio, dall'altra. movimento. No. L. No. Dov'è? No. Ah. È virata? Restart. Comunque gente amichevole. Va bene. Qua c'è un tecnico.
That outfit, little buggers will
Niente.
drain a ship dry if you leave them too long.
Heat leeches in the engine, leeches on the hull, multiple
Need some work
leeches in
done?
the grav drive.
Got anything you need
Suppose
to
that would
offload?
explain the
Trade authorities
brownouts.
always buying.
So,
Kiosk,
what's this
right?
going to run?
If there are no other surprises, mid five figures.
5 figures? 5? Fine. Do it. I'll be at the bar. Find me when it's done.
We're on it, sir.
I thought it was just a couple. Take care of your ship. Could end up costing you otherwise.
Pass removal in progress. Watch your step.
Capisco.
Built in Sidonia complete. City shielded from the harsh Martian landscape.
Ma scusa, mica devo venire qua. Mm.
Hey, how's it?
Just doing the same thing I do every day, supervising these machines so they don't break down.
Magari devo sbloccare prima la base d'atterraggio. Bene. Controlliamo. Via la F, avanti la L. Mostra su mappa. Ma vedi che era giusto di qua. Sì, sì. Va bene. E quindi dov'è l'ingresso di sto posto? Casa da Dio. conviene fare L. Mostra tutti i... no. Mostra solo questo. Così ho soltanto questo. Perfetto. Era giusto dove ero prima essenzialmente. Va bene, va bene. Neanche per fare la strada veloce vado a incastrarmi. Qui è buio, non si vede una... Di notte devo venire anch'io, cioè. Alla fine lì dovevo andare. Va bene. Vabbè, poco male. L'importante in un modo o nell'altro.
Landing here, but I have to admit, there is a sort of hidden beauty to the Martian landscape.
Ok.
Stay away from the Sixth Circle unless you're a minor. Or at least, don't come crying to me if anything happens to you.
Things have been pretty quiet around here lately. Usually means someone's up to something. We just haven't found out what yet. Sergeant Booth at your service. If you have a security-related concern, bring it up to me. Not if I've got anything to say about it. For real, though. I don't know if it's because everyone's too busy working, or if it's because of the military presence, but crime's pretty low. We get the occasional drunken brawls, petty thefts and stuff, but Sidonia ain't exactly a hotbed of crime. We're not Neon. As much as someone's last name is a nickname, friends, acquaintances, and other locals call me Booth. You can call me Sergeant Booth.
Una domanda, non è che devi incassare.
Be seeing you around.
Va bene.
Sidonia can have a depressing effect on some people. Make sure to get yourself help before it becomes a problem.
Welcome to Sidonia Security. I'm Commander Vincent Woodard, Chief of Planetary Security and former head of the Red Devils program here on Mars. I tend to deal with security at a high governmental level, whereas my associate Booth over there handles day-to-day security issues. So if you're looking to report a minor crime or misdemeanor, see him. But if there's something I can help you with, feel free to ask. Only the finest bunch of soldiers to ever grace the UC with their service. Of course, I may be biased as a Red Devil myself, and head of the program. Well, former, I should say. Program's been defunct since the armistice that ended the colony wars. It put a stop to any and all Xeno warfare. I fought to keep them operational here, but the top brass concluded that without their unique alien bioweapon training, there was no need for a separate elite soldier program.
Me l'ha appena detto.
Still do, technically. I'm a naval commander, but they've got me here pushing pencils ever since the Red Devils disbanded. I pull double duty, aiding in recruitment and serving as the Sidonia Security Chief, representing the UC. If you ask me, though, nothing's been the same since the Red Devils' glory days. All the goddamn time. It's been about 20 years, but every time a new recruit crosses my desk, I size them up and wonder if they have what it takes to be a Red Devil. I'd give my left thumb to recruit fresh devils again. But it'd take nothing short of a miracle to convince the top brass to reinstate the program. It's small, it's dusty, it's old, but it's home. It may not be anything fancy, but I couldn't dream of living anywhere else.
Va bene.
Bye for now.
Sono curioso uno che si presenta e dice sono questo, quest'altro, ex
Always
bla
nice
bla
to
bla.
kick back at the broken spear after a long day.
Appena arrivato. Esagerato.
Be careful down near the mines.
What do you mean
And enter
there's no
any
block?
active sites at your own risk.
Yeah, do you have any idea how far we've traveled? How much money we spent to hitch a ride to this dusty red rock? We were told there were jobs.
Look, I get it. But we just filled our last openings. I think we have a couple contracts ending at the end of next month. It's possible they may not extend it.
This is bullshit. I got a wife and kids at home. We can't wait almost 2 months for a job that may not even exist then.
Hey, I get it. There's nothing I can do. It's out of my hands. You can take it up with corporate if you want. Sorry, but I have to get back to work.
Come on, forget it. Let's get out of here. Maybe it's not too late to catch a ride back home.
Mining's fair work, but you can't take it all so seriously, I always tell my mates. We're pulling rocks out of the ground, not building spaceships. Welcome. Nice to meet you. Name's Trevor. Mining Director for the Deimos Mining Project here in scenic underground Sidonia. I could spare a minute or two to chat. So long as you're not looking for mining work, I suppose.
Stessa cicatrice, stessi occhi. Va bene.
Caution. Subterranean particle detonation imminent. Be advised to secure loose articles and find stable ground or remain seated in the event of unforeseen tremor. Detonation.
Oh, that! Oh, nothing to worry about. We do fracking on Mars with subterranean particle detonations. Those announcements are just so that people know when to expect. Now, you probably felt the rumble when the detonations actually go off. That's all it is. Not too bad, eh?
Ok.
Basically, it's high-tech mining. We use immensely powerful controlled particle detonations deep underground to loosen up subterranean gases and other difficult-to-gather resources so we can harvest them. Sounds way more dangerous than it is. Probably. Actually, it's still pretty dangerous if you don't know what you're doing. Yeah, no worries, mate. I can totally see how it'd be odd if you're not used to it. Just sit down, or be sure you're within reach of something to hold on to if the quaking makes you uneasy. You'll be fine. Argos, huh? Yeah, I've heard of them. That's great, but yeah, unfortunately, all our mining contracts are filled right now.
Unless, maybe you could help me out with a job. Off the books.
Diretto.
Great! I promise it's nothing that'll get anyone in any kind of trouble. See, you might have noticed that our equipment ain't exactly holding together like it used to. Problem is, we can't get new equipment unless we start exceeding our quotas. And we can't do that until we get new equipment. A real dilemma, right? I've got a plan for solving our little problem, though. Okay, glad you're still on board. First, I need someone from the outside to bolster our yields so we can prove that we can exceed our quota. I'll fill you in on the rest of the details after you've hauled up some ore. One standard quota should do. I need to know I can trust you with the easy stuff first. Yeah, don't you think I want to? Corporate sets the contracts and they're not giving out anymore, so we work with what we've got. Something to do with insurance, benefits, and other liabilities, so I don't make the rules. Of course not. I'll pay you out of my own pocket. I care about my miners, even if corporate doesn't understand our struggles down here. I'm willing to put in some sacrifices to help. That's just the kind of guy I am. If I had the credits to buy all the equipment myself, I would. But this? is the next best thing. When you've got enough, drop it off in the bin over there for processing. Then come see me.
You look hurt. Might want to head on over to Reliant. Dr. Flynn will get you patched up.
Questa tipa
Hey,
tosta.
I'm brave. Coming to see a bona fide tracker. Hey, darling. You look like the type who doesn't mind getting their hands dirty. The Trackers Alliance can always use more bounty hunters to round up and kill wanted criminals. If that feels like your speed, talk to me. Or check out our posts on the mission boards. Actually, wait. I heard about you. You've done good work for us before, haven't you, darling? Hey, you looking for more work? I'm wondering if you might be up for doing me a favor of the personal kind, off the books.
Perché questi vedono un tizio che è appena arrivato e gli dicono tutte le... ma in realtà fai una cosa solo per me, senza dirlo a nessuno, cioè...
Should I tell you? What the hell? It got me in trouble, but it's a good story. So, I got a bounty for this guy. Real tough spacer, you know? I find a ship, board without him knowing, and I literally catch him with his pants down, getting ready for the day or something, I don't know. Anyway, before he can react, I tackle him to the ground to cuff him, and he lets off a sly quip thinking he's got game, but I don't take kindly to that kind of advance, see? And well, bounty says alive or dead, so I make the call and I put him down. Anyway, turns out it wasn't the right guy, but this guy was also wanted. What are the odds, right? Well, the Alliance didn't think it was as funny as I did, so
Curioso,
now I'm stuck here helping new recruits. Oh, darling, we're the baddest bounty hunters in the settled systems. People pay us to find criminals, scum, and other lowlives when they don't want to or can't track them down themselves. Mission boards? Yeah, you'll find one here in the Broken Spear. They're usually in spaceport bars like that. Trackers Alliance posts bounty jobs on them, but you can find all sorts of freelance missions. Good way to make some creds. Hey, y'all better not be taking all the fun jobs yourself, you hear? I'm almost done with this assignment, so you better leave some for me. Good. If you recall, I'm only stationed here because of a mistake I made. Been bugging me ever since. The bounty that got away. Now, I heard rumors that this no-good, dirty quarry's been lurking around Mars, but I ain't had the good fortune of him strolling on in here. I think he's smart enough to know better. I got a plan in place to find him, but I gotta prove to my other tracker contact that he's here. That's where you come in. Just gotta plant a sensor. No danger to you. Ken Plakis, smuggler, the worst kind. Deals in all sorts of black market goods. He's wanted for grand theft, human trafficking, murder, you name it. He's also extremely good at what he does. He's eluded the best of UC security for years. He's even slipped by our own trackers, myself included. I'm convinced he set me up to fail, found a look-alike to unwittingly take a fall, made me look bad. So I'm sure you understand it's kind of personal. He doesn't know it, but he's got a chip in him with a unique ID. Part of the reason he's learned to keep out of the major cities and settlements. Trackers always manage to find him when he comes to town, so he just stays away. But he's a slippery fella. That's why I want to send someone to catch him where he feels safe, just along the outskirts. Sensors tuned to that chip. Makes sense now, don't it? Hell no! If I'd wanted you to do that, I'd be asking you to do that. Nah, I got a good friend. Tracker buddy who stuck by me through and through. Gonna split the haul with him as soon as he brings the mark in. That ain't up for debate or negotiation. Under no circumstances are you to interact with my quarry, or you'll find yourself at the wrong end of a bounty. Alright, so, you're gonna want to take this here sensor and put it way up at the tippy top of the old Mars launchpad tower, where it's nice and unobstructed. You're gonna want to make sure you've got a boost pack to help get yourself up there, else it's gonna be a tough climb. Mars gravity's on the low side, but not that low.
Io ho
It'll
visto.
track down my Mark's chip signal, assuming he shows, and I'll call in my partner to take care of him. Clear out and come back to me as soon as you're done so you don't spook the quarry. Get it? Got it? Good.
Va bene.
Careful near the railings on the upper levels. It's a long way down.
That's just not the way to do the situation. You need to read the room.
Neanche una missione. Wow.
I could use a break. People always ask me what I think about mining. It rocks. God, I'm so tired.
Battutone. Qua è tutto furto, quindi non si tocca niente, va bene. Qua gente con nome.
A friend offered me a nice, cushy office job, but I'm making double out here in the Cydonia mines. Joke's on them.
There's nothing like seeing old Sol coming through the big window in the morning.
Going to have to lug cargo across half the universe to pay for this cleaning.
How's it?
Going to have to lug cargo across half the
Swear
universe
that
to
warning
pay for this
klaxon still
cleaning.
startles me every time. How are you?
The miners have a secret about something they call the Heart of Mars. I overheard one of them talking about it at the bar. Layla, I think it was.
Quindi
The whole reason I came here is because jobs were plentiful.
Well, Sidonia
the
was
pay
a
is
bust.
better than
But
almost
maybe
anywhere
there's
else.
still hope.
Ah.
I can always go back to Argos.
What's up? Don't want to get yourself with a loose grip on your equipment when one of those particle detonations goes off.
If you're hiring, I could really use the work. I'm only looking to earn the going rate. Well then, goodbye.
E ora salvo. Una volta la minchiata mi è bastata.
Do you have room for one more on your crew?
E poi non è che sto gran talento.
Trust me, you'd be getting a bargain. Why is that? Don't think I'm desperate or anything, but you do have a point. You drive a hard bargain, but I'm on board.
Bene. Dopodiché, tu?
Oh, hello there, friend. Have you been there long? Oh, good. I thought maybe I'd fallen asleep. But, oh my, I've forgotten my manners. Phil Hill, at your service. Yes, it rhymes. My parents had a thing about rhyming. My siblings are named Bill, Jill, and Sil. The Hills. What a thrill. But there I go again. You aren't here to talk about me. You're here to talk about List.
Sounds like we're about to hear a sales pitch.
You know, silly. List. The League of Independent Settlers? Do I detect a glint of recognition in your eyes? I think so. How can I help make today your very best day? Why, we help people. We get folks set up and able to start new lives in new places, free of governmental interference. We survey the stars, find suitable places matching people's needs, and get folks started with the essentials.
Ah, con quei tizi...
I don't suppose you have a ship? Interested in earning some easy credits?
Capisco.
That's terrific, because I have a lot of work needing doing. This stack of papers here, these are just the most recent applicants looking for new worlds to settle on. Everywhere I go, people are really excited about the prospects of living a truly free life, living where and how they want to. I've got a cargo hold full of stacks just like that. Oh boy.
That's not our problem.
Oh, of course not. I wouldn't make you do my paperwork for me. Although, I wouldn't mind the help. Used to have an office on Aquila, but, you know, budget cuts. But it turned out for the best. Now they send me all over settled space where I can interface directly with the people.
Okay.
I'm a people person, as you can probably already tell. Oh, that's just a few applications worth. That's what the human touch looks like. No impersonal computer surveys or security breaches to compromise your private information. Just me and some good old-fashioned ink and paper. Every applicant gets a battery of in-person interviews and has every step of their application completed and carefully reviewed to ensure their particular requirements for the ideal location are understood and met to perfection. Try getting that from the UC or Freestar resettlement programs.
Okay.
Fantastic! That's exactly the can-do, helpful attitude that List looks for in all its employees and contractors. We're looking for folks with ships and/or basic people skills to seek out suitable planets and leads on potential clients. I don't suppose you possess either of those qualifications? You know, I can tell that you do, just by the little we've interacted already. Most importantly, we need to collect data on habitable planets. The more habitable, the better.
Okay.
You know, the oxygen and water are musts. Other signs of life, even better. Secondly, we're always looking for new applicants. So, as you travel around meeting people, when the occasion arises, see if you can interest them in signing up for the list. I'm pretty sure I overheard some people in here talking about wanting to start a new life. Why don't you start with them? I am glad you asked. List provides members with a few tangible benefits and a few intangible ones. First off, we locate an ideal location matching the needs and desires of our members. After that, we provide transportation, as well as a starter set including basic hab modules, extractors, and seeds for farming, etc. Everything needed to get off to a good start. And we set up a small encrypted satellite to aid communication between distant neighbors, and the rare List ship that swings by the sector to offer aid and trade supplies if desired. But more importantly, List provides its members the satisfaction of living on their own and on their own terms, independent and free from harassment and governmental interference. Bring any suitable planet survey data slates to me, and I'll happily pay you for them. And you'll also earn an immediate commission for each interested party who signs up for the list. So get on out there and make truly independent living a dream come true, and turn a few credits while you're at it. Excellent. Thank you for any assistance you can lend us. Whoops, nearly forgot. Take this.
Subterranean particle detonation imminent. Be advised to secure this article and find stable.
Yes?
Or remain seated in
I'm looking for work. You hiring?
detonation occurs in 5,
No more than the average.
2, 1.
La salviamo, come sempre.
Looking to join a crew. Any openings? I think you'll agree my rate is fair. Come on, why is that? In my experience, the write-off... Enough already. I get the feeling you're trying to... Come on.
No problem. Carica. Sono sicurissimo.
Hello, traveler.
Will you join me for a while? You strike me as someone with an interesting story. Call it scholar's intuition.
Okay.
Meeting a kindly stranger is always a blessing. What brings you to Sidonia? You may. I just finished a circuit of the Sol system. I've been studying Galileo lately, and I wanted to pay tribute to the planets that inspired him. Sightseeing on Mars. My intuition about you must have been correct. Most stop in Sidonia for the strong drinks at the Broken Spear. You must be more interesting than most people. It's going to be a philosophical text about my theories on the intersection between science and the divine.
Oh, santo.
I've been studying that relationship for years, and I want to preserve my findings for future scholars. I appreciate the sentiment. Consider my interest piqued. I'd be happy to join you. I have a feeling this will be a fruitful partnership. Are you willing to pay? I dislike taking money from friends, but I'll need some credits to stow my ship at Sidonia's spaceport. I'll work to make it up to you, naturally.
Okay.
Let me think about it. Let's not close the door on this just yet. All right, I'll do it. I can pay the rest of the fees out of pocket. I know a lot about starship maintenance, and I'm skilled at constructing outposts. I have plenty of piloting experience, too. I also think I'm a decent conversation partner. That has some value on long trips through deep space. I understand. Thank you for stopping to talk. As a wise man said, if we do meet again, why, we shall smile. If not, why then, this parting was well made. Safe travels. I'll keep you in my thoughts.
Okay.
Can't
Diciamo,
believe we're
questi
still
qua
pulling up
già
huge
visti
mineral
tutti.
deposits after all this time.
Questo è un tizio qualunque, va bene. Questa sì.
Hi. There's no harder working city
Quindi salviamo again.
than Sidonia.
Pardon? Any vacancies? Not asking for much, just come on, why is that? Yeah, I hope so. Don't think I'm desperate or anything, but it's fair. I mean, then you're not hot.
Just passing through. Hey there.
He ain't been around. Went off on patrol. Hasn't been back in since. We're starting to think it might be time to pour one out to the blackest sea. Believe me, I've heard it. After about round 3 or 4 was all he would talk about. And he's got a voice that carries. Look, nothing more I'd love than to help out a fellow Martian. Especially one that's missing. But,
He has a tab, and you don't know if he's coming back.
it's a lot of credits, okay? I let it slide for a long time because he's a regular, but if I'm out all that money, I got problems. What do you say? Come on. Life on Sidonia ain't hard enough. You gonna guilt trip me? Guess I should ask you this. Don't try to get...
Dai.
I'm just trying to... That's enough.
Per far pure il pilota. 2 devo rifarne. Mannaggia a te. Ma posso spendere il punto in...
There's no harder working city than
Any
Sidonia.
vacancies on your crew?
Dai, dai.
No more than the average. Come on, why is that?
Tizio.
I hear you. You got yourself a deal.
Quindi, prima di tutto, spendiamo il punticino. Ole. 10% in più. Perché no? Facciamo un bel salva.
Excuse me?
Tu eri quello
Do you have
del...
room for one more on your crew?
Tu quella che già ho
Trust
discusso
me.
prima, vero? Sì.
You...
Esatto. Tu dove stai andando? Aspetta che non ti ho ancora parlato
Mining
insieme.
takes this here's the most important
minatura
work in the
basta.
galaxy. We mine the resources that make spaceships possible.
Oppure c'era uno che aveva il nome.
What a long day.
Hey, careful around the equipment. Don't want to lose an arm or something.
I thought... Take care of your ship. Could end up costing you otherwise.
Yes? What?
I sure hope this hearing loss isn't permanent.
Momento, che è successo? Ah, devo rigliare quelli di là.
To Mars, they say. The bay is great, they said. So's the crippling depression.
Andiamo con questo.
Only that I didn't care much for them getting disbanded years ago, and I don't care much for the rumors they're coming back someday. Plenty. But if I went blabbing them to any rando that walks into my bar, no one would ever tell me anything around here. You don't do this job for 45 years by losing your customers' trust.
Il primo che mi dà una risposta sensata.
See? That's what I'm talking about. You give respect, you get respect. I'm glad you understand. Everything. I make it a point not to sell crap. We got beer, wine, and spirits. We don't do too many fancy mixed drinks, at least not the kind you get in Neon or New Atlantis. It's my belief that the only booze worth drinking doesn't need to be mixed with something else to taste good.
Ci sta.
You ain't been around. You got another word for it?
He means outer space.
Ma'am. Believe me, I've heard it. Look.
Ho già detto.
He has a tab and you don't know.
It's a lot of credits.
Ok. Eh.
Come on.
Iniziamo con questo.
Life on Sidonia ain't hard enough. You're gonna guilt trip me? Maybe. Yeah. I get your point. All right, I give up. Just trying to earn a living here. Last time he was here, Moera kept yelling about the Lady of Love. Singing songs. All that kind of thing.
Venus? That's only one planet. Hardly an entire patrol route.
I got what I got, okay?
Fine. We'll make do.
Facciamo un piccolo tentativo aggiuntivo di chiedergli prima il lavoro, perché magari ci mi sblocca qualche missione interessante. Non credo questo livello del gioco, ma vai a sapere.
He ain't been around.
Bla bla bla.
Believe
blah,
me,
blah.
look,
He has a tab and...
it's a lot of credit.
Uh,
I got a board here in the bar where people... Come on. Yeah. Maybe. All right, I'll give
è più
it.
veloce
Last
che...
time.
Venus?
I got what I got.
Fine.
È più veloce che aprire tutte
Hello.
le una volta.
Sometimes I wish I'd taken an easier job.
Red and orange, everything's red.
Don't be caught on Martian surface without proper protective gear. All outside surface activities require the use of a certified safety suit.
Ok. Niente missione opzionale? Curioso.
Okay, hello.
C'era il coso per le missioni. Ah, ecco. Pieno. E intanto che ci siamo facciamo quella di origliare, che è proprio qua.
Mars is ripe with resources, which means there's always gonna be...
Excuse me? Thought we'd struck oil, but it turns out it was just another deep water deposit. That would have been wild.
It's the same damn thing, day in, day out.
Gotta try to liven things up a little.
Can I help you? Not sure how I feel about that. This has scam written all over it. That's true. I am making other people rich. It's time I started doing things for myself. I'm starting to believe that. Thanks. Okay. Okay, I'll do it. I'll sign up. What's the worst that could happen? Whew. This is really gonna happen, isn't it?
The city of Sidonia is proud to be a pillar of support for the United Colonies.
Okay, hello.
Your local marine recruiter if you wish to sign...
Oh, hey there. How can I help you?
No, va bene.
Oh my! I completely Yes, of course. We have an amazing pamphlet called Top of the List, which is scientifically proven to work 90%. Though I'm afraid there's a small fee. But your commission will more than make up for that, I can assure you.
Cosa?
Stop it, you. Not while I'm on the clock, anyway. Though I'm always on the clock. Thanks anyway, though. You're too kind.
C'è qualcosa di strano in
Oh,
questi.
well, I guess I'm a dreamer. Always have been. My head in the nebula, as my dad would say. But I'm not cut out for the independent life, not really. But I want to be a part of all this, so here I am, helping people achieve their dreams, doing my part to make the universe a better place. Maybe with a smidge of living vicariously through the people I meet doing this. Like yourself. I like to imagine I've somehow become a small part of your adventures. Oh, well, not to worry. Oh, sure, certainly. Bring me suitable planetary, the more habitable, and you'll earn an immediate... Keep your ears open for people who's... That's why I hang out.
Ok, però se ti dico così, non li vuoi.
See ya.
Ah, 100 crediti.
Oh, hello
Non
there.
1000. Bah.
Here you are. Careful out there.
Wow. Bravo, per carità.
Hi there.
Vai. Va bene. Finiamoci il giro della...
Trekkers normally work alone.
Watch out for the robots. They're surprisingly sneaky. Sorry. I'm trying to careful. We're working on some delicate stuff around here.
Welcome to Sidonia. Stay out of my way.
Do you have a child or children between the ages of 5 to 18? Enroll them in a United Colonies distance learning program today. Your children will be provided with routine programs.
Breathing. What do people put these poor engine parts through?
All in the comfort of your own home. Put your children on the right path to success and enroll today.
Ok. Na, 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 na.
Look at this place. I can't imagine being cramped down here, choking on the fumes and the dust. No trees, no grass. It's depressing.
How's it going? Can I help you? Yo, hey, what's up? You looking to do some shopping here at the Trade Authority? I'm Manaki. Feel free to ask me anything and I'll do my best to help you out. Yo! This dude came in once trying to sell this whack-looking fish or something. It was still alive. He had it in this big plastic bag full of water and everything. Good size, too. I was trying to tell him I didn't know if we took in things like that, but then my boss came over and told me we absolutely did. And I had to process the sale and store the thing. Man, what a pain in the ass that was. Even weirder, someone came in and bought it like right away. The hell's that about, right? Man, sorry, I can't really say that. Really, they told me not to say anything like that because rumors, you know? All I know is that we're running a business here, and I was told to take in all trades and sell whatever we've got. And listen, I'm not gonna worry about anything other than that. Oh man, I'm still new here, so I don't know how qualified I am to answer that.
Okay.
We're like this huge network of shipping and trade throughout the known universe. Everyone. Free Stars, UC, even Varun uses us in some capacity. Because I guess we're all about free trade for all. Yo, I wouldn't be surprised if we bought and sold from the Crimson Fleet, right? They pay my salary, so as far as I'm concerned, they're all right in my book. Cool. That's what we do here.
Capisco. Tanto per dare un'occhiata a cosa hanno. Un paio di medikit non guastano mai. Munizioni, munizioni, munizioni. Va bene. Io ho cose da vendere, chi si ricorda? Vabbè, tanto non lo userò praticamente mai. Devo buttarlo, quindi ben venga. Per ora va bene così.
See you around.
Subterranean particle detonation imminent.
You bothering me for... Got something on your mind, love?
And find stable ground.
Sure. Mission board's where you should go if you're looking for your water.
Va bene.
You'll tend to find them at local watering holes.
Vabbè, cosa di più inutile?
You bet your arse we do, love. You've got all these dusties crammed into this tin can of a city, scrambling to use their profit shares to pay their bills. If they have a thin month in the mines, the credits are still due. So we're here to buy anything and everything people want to sell. And I do mean everything, if you catch my meaning. Not that I'm admitting to anything, of course.
Va bene.
I'm in what you might call the Special Liaisons Department. When the TA needs to deal with, let's call... I keep my own hours and the pay is good, so... Well, it's been fun.
It is now safe to resume normal activity.
Ok, non la fa aprire. Comunque non era rossa, quindi in teoria potevo. Va bene. Allora, di là c'erano i quartieri residenziali, finiamo il giro.
Keep a lookout. Notify us if you see anything suspicious.
The Red Planet lives up to its name, huh?
A surprising turn of events and a victory for us all.
I hope your day is going well. Hello. Do you have business with Governor Hurst? I see. Well, luckily, Governor Hurst enjoys visitors, and his schedule is fairly empty at the moment. I see no problem with it. You're welcome.
A reduced noise ordinance is in effect.
I'd love to chat more, but I'm expecting a message any minute from the Trade Authority. You know how it is with these big businesses, am I right?
In serio non parli con me? Riproviamo.
Hello. Do you have this? Well, points for honesty, I suppose. If you change your mind and need to speak with him, I'll tell you that his schedule... Not if I had anything to say about it, but lucky for you, I've already given you permission. Word of advice, it would be prudent to drop the attitude. The governor has little patience for people who speak to him like that.
I don't even notice the klaxons anymore.
The Sidonian people are great. They're hard workers and true UC patriots. Ah, hello. Welcome. I don't usually have time to speak with random people off the street, but I'd be happy to help if it's something quick. What can I do for you? I can answer your general questions about Sidonia, but nothing venturing into politics. Sorry, but it's my strict policy that I only speak with select members of the press and major political donors who are serious about making changes for the future prosperity of Mars. Politics. You shouldn't be so surprised that money greases the wheels of the political machine. Even though I'm a UC-appointed official, I still need to rely on political donations to help me make decisions on how to allocate funds and resources to various lobbying parties. The money goes right back into the local economy, you see? We don't use that word around here. I do take donations, however. I'm sorry, I can't, but if you have any other questions about Sidonia, standard protections from the media and anyone who would go to them. I'm sure you understand. Considering I don't really know you, I'm not sure how to answer that. But Sidonia is a beacon of industry. There's plenty of work to go around. If you have mining experience, you may wish to check with whoever the current Deimos mining director is. Or maybe check with the Deimos Star Yard corporate office. If those aren't your speed, then there are a number of local businesses that are always looking for help. Well, I've been appointed governor, going on 20 years now, I believe. Every day, I am passionate about serving the hard-working people of Mars. I look out for their interests, I support their prosperity, and in return, they help make the United Colonies a shining beacon of hope for humanity. If you ask me, there's nothing better than that. You mean besides being the most important city of industry to our proliferation across the galaxy? Well, this is the home of Deimos Star Yards, which perfected grav drive technology and made honest-to-goodness space travel truly possible. And to this day, our mines and manufacturing are instrumental in delivering resources used throughout the United Colonies. We may not outshine fancier cities like New Atlantis on its surface, but without Sidonia, there would be no United Colonies. Sidonia is not much of a tourist destination, unless you're interested in humanity's first major colony outside of Earth. But if you're not here for work and you're looking to kill some time, I'm told the Martian surface is great for hiking. Beautiful scenery, assuming you like shades of red. If you're looking to kick back after that and experience Martian nightlife, the Broken Spear is as good a local watering hole as any.
Okay.
That's cute, but not enough. If you're not sure how much, you probably can't afford it. And at this point, I'm not sure I'd accept it from you. Sorry, we have to cut this conversation. I tell you, Sidonia's a great goodbye.
Secure loose articles and find stable ground or remain seated in the event of unforeseen.
Hello? Do you have this?
Detonation occurs in
Have a pleasant day.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Crime's at an all-time low around Sidonia.
Did you know Deimos makes the majority of the ships for the UC Navy? If you ask me, that's a hell of a lucrative contract.
I haven't had a day off unless you're a Deimos employee. I can't really help you. If you notice any of the miners exhibiting worrisome behavior, feel free to let me know about it.
I'm a bit... Sometimes I feel like these mines just run them. It's amazing how smoothly our mining operations run with me in charge. I can't recall the last time we've had any major issues.
Immagino che servirà per qualcosa in futuro, quantomeno.
The office of Governor Hurst would like to remind all Sidonian citizens to do their part to keep Sidonia clean.
Whew. Working the deep mines? That's where you make the big bucks.
Je vous demande pardon?
I wish that sometimes it feels like the UC forgets we're out here. But there'll be no UC if it happens.
Kinda busy right now.
Ok.
Excuse me. Oh,
Hello there.
Kinda in the middle of something here.
How's it going?
Before you say anything, no.
No time to chat.
Hey there.
Used to be. Most visitors can't wait to get off this rock.
Prendiamo il giro dal lato destro. Quella, occhio. Questo riporta di là, va bene.
Didn't think we had any new miners on account of the positions being full up. Oh, I wasn't worried. Concerned, maybe. Because we haven't had any positions open for a while. And some friends of mine were turned away recently. I just want to make sure nothing funny was going on. Anyway, I'm Layla. When I'm not mining, I'm tinkering with Gnome, our unofficial mascot. I fill that computer brain of his with all sorts of nonsense and announcements. Of course, if you're here to chat, I'm always happy to talk shop. Especially if you're interested in talking about the heart of Mars. Oh, so you're interested in the heart of Mars, are you? Word is there's a cave out in the Martian waste with a gleaming node of the purest titanium ore you've ever seen. It's worth quite a lot of credits, but some say the heart of Mars is cursed. Hundreds have gone in search of it, never to return. And every one of them met a grisly fate. Maybe, just maybe, you could be the first to succeed, though. You know, if you think you got what it takes. No judgment if you're too scared. Fair question. I'm not really the adventurous type, to be honest. And frankly, I don't need the money. So, I don't really feel the need to involve myself with the prospect of a potentially deadly cursed chunk of titanium. Because in Roman mythology, Mars was the god of war. His heart is cold, but tough like titanium.
One of the miners started calling it that long ago, and the name stuck. Seems fitting enough. What? No. I mean, maybe the cursed part isn't real, but who am I to say? Look, I told you what I know. You can either choose to believe me or not. All I can say is that if you manage to find it and avoid the curse, you'll be a legend around here.
Capisco.
I know cursed rocks and all. I don't know for sure if it's really cursed, but it's probably still dangerous out there, so be careful. I'll give you location of the cave. Good luck. Very funny. Who sent you to ask? Was it Rivka? No, she seems to know what she's doing. I bet it was Hank, wasn't it? He always acts like he's top dog, but we all know he couldn't mine his way out of a wet paper bag. Yes. I remember that about you. You must work for a rival company. Well, if you think I'm going to divulge trade secrets, you got another thing coming. No, don't worry. I won't report you to management. We've all been there. But I'm not going to help you either. I like this job. I don't have any intention of losing it over something like this.
Mi dici la posizione del cuore di Marte, ma non...
Yeah. Gnome's been down here forever. He's also been broken forever. Can't actually walk or do work, and we don't have it in the budget to fix him. No one's had the heart to junk him. But when I started, I gave him new purpose. I programmed him to tell us local news and announcements. I modeled his responses after my own sarcastic sense of humor. It proved to be popular, so I did what any aspiring comedian would do and gave him a bunch of stupid jokes to tell. People love it. Or at least that's what they say. This is only my second contract, so I think I've been here for 4 years now. It's great. I love it here. I'm working on getting those red eyes that are all the rage these days, you know. You'll hear a lot of these other chumps complaining about Sidonia. They say it's boring or dangerous or whatever. Look, I come from an iced planet. These people have no idea what they're talking about. Sidonia is practically paradise compared to where I grew up.
Beh, c'è sempre di peggio.
Why? I mean, who wouldn't want cool blood red eyes? It's kind of a badge of honor thing around here. People know you're hot stuff when you got red eyes. Also, it freaks people who don't know about them. Except for little kids. They always seem to think it's awesome. Either way, it makes for fun social gatherings. Hey, see you around, I guess.
A reminder that Bring Your Child to Work Day is not an officially sanctioned holiday, and that it is not advised to allow children into potentially dangerous work sites. Keep our children safe. Keep them out of harm's way. Thank you from the Sidonia Department of Labor.
Beh, certo, tutti possono fare figli. Un momento. In mente Metal Gear che c'erano... Vabbè, non volevo vedere i poster, intendevo che c'erano cose dietro la porta.
Do yourself a favor and just go. You're gonna get me in trouble. Not supposed to talk to you. Not supposed to talk to you.
Okay.
Pardon.
Howdy.
The Red Devils aren't exactly your average bar crowd. You can see it in their eyes. We don't belong here.
Private drinking establishment. Vets only. No. Dunno. Could try enlisting. Earn yourself some stripes. Vanguard in New Atlantis will take pretty much anyone with a ship and a pulse. Do a couple runs with them. Then maybe we'll talk.
Ok.
Do yourself a favor and just go.
Aspetti di parlarmi così.
You're gonna get me in trouble. Do yourself a favor and just go.
Va bene.
Do your part to keep Sidonia graffiti free.
I know it doesn't seem like it, but Sidonia's actually very pleasant.
Oh, that. It's a legendary chunk of titanium ore that any mine. I can only assume Layla told you about it. She's obsessed, but too scared to go after it herself. Because of the curse. But you do you. Don't let her scare you off. Oh, I'm the blasting supervisor. I help take care of tricky deposits and expanding sections of the mine using controlled detonations. It's much faster than normal mining, but also more dangerous. That's why it takes someone with my qualifications and supervision to do it right. Or else terrible things can happen.
Ha senso.
About a year ago, some rookie kid thought he could increase his yield, so he strung up a bunch of charges and almost brought down a whole cave. We tightened up safety protocols since then, and haven't had any accidents since. Well, at least none related to explosions. Not my team's explosions, that is. Not as much as they used to be, but Mars is still ripe with minerals for the taking. Did you know they used controlled particle detonations in the deep mines? Crazy, huh? It must have been awesome to set all that up. I just use regular old explosive charges in my detonations, but I take what I can get, huh? Sure is. Mars is rich with mineral deposits, even this close to the city. Although we're also clearing out the space here to make way for possible future city improvements. Not sure what's gonna go here when we're done, how long it's gonna take, or even if it'll ever happen, but it'd be nice to see the city grow. Hey, stay safe!
Not having any trouble mining the ore, are you?
Real good living working the mines here on Mars.
This is a courtesy reminder that despite the low gravity on Mars, a fall into Sidonia's lower level is still likely.
What? Standing around pointing a cutter at some rocks all day? It sucks, but it's easy, so whatever. Oh, way better than my last job at Chunks, though. My story? My story's that I don't like people asking what my story is. I'm just messing! But really, I don't want to talk about myself. What? No. She's never told me about it. Hold on. Is there some big thing everyone knows about that they're just keeping from me? Probably think I can't keep a secret. Fine. I don't want to have anything to do with their stupid Mars harp or whatever it is anyway. What?
Basta più veloce del previsto.
You're leaving?
If you need some rock blasting, got somewhere else to be. I get it.
Urca. Un po' meno, no? Che strano, non ci sono cose nascoste negli angoletti classici. Da una parte è meglio, eh?
I'm glad I got this job instead of mining.
Tanto so già che la prima volta che non vado a controllare nel classico angoletto ci sarà sicuramente qualcosa da prendere che non ho preso. minatore, minatrice.
I can't imagine being stuck down here gathering rocks for a living when there's an entire universe to explore.
Just because the governor's office is right out there on the main level doesn't mean it's not secure.
Offriti di aiutare.
Things can get... We have the tech to instantly jump across the universe. Think someone would have invented a way to keep rocks out of boots.
Hey, careful around the equipment. Don't want to lose an arm or something. What's up?
Can't believe we're still pulling up huge mineral deposits after all this time.
I could use a break.
Please keep prolonged showers and other water use to a minimum. Do your part to preserve our...
Are you shooting at flies now?
Signora simpatica.
Work in the deep mines. That's where you make the big bucks.
Okay.
Hello, stranger. I am known. What can I do for you? I was activated 17 years ago. I malfunctioned and have been in disrepair and unable to move for over 9 years. Repairs are too costly, and I am well past my warranty expiration. Now, my primary function is that of an automated personal assistant. It was chosen over deactivation. I can make general announcements and relay messages from one registered miner to another, and I can report about local news. All news and information has been supplied by employees of Deimos's mining operations. I also have been programmed with a limited selection of jokes, but I have been told to warn you, they are not good. Don't forget, this month's target goals have been increased by 5%. Failure to meet your new goal may result in termination of your current contract. Good thing you do not work here. Sorry, you must be an employee of Deimos. No doom with this quake. A helpful reminder that subterranean particle fracking has resumed after its recent hiatus. Residents and workers alike are encouraged to heed the warning announcements and brace themselves for any turbulence when the blasts go off. Thankfully, you can rest easy knowing that detonations no longer occur at all hours of the night. Feel free to toss your alarm clocks, however, because they resume bright and early every morning. Why did the snowman need a moist towelette? Because his arms were sticky. Gone, but not forgotten. Rumors swirl about the return of the famed Red Devils. Authorities have reportedly been in discussions to re-establish Mars's most elite fighting force. Of course, I've been reporting this news for 15 years straight. But yes, surely. Then my instructions are to sit here, do nothing.
Only employees of Deimos Staryard's mining division are authorized to mine resources in and around Sidonia. It is your civic duty to report any unauthorized mining to Sidonia Security.
I sure hope this hearing loss isn't permanent.
Questa missione per sto tizio. Stavo quasi dimenticando questo.
Whoa! What the hell are you firing at?
Sto sparando, sto raccogliendo il... Era... Signora su tutto io capo della Constellation.
Please remain 2 meters away for your safety.
I hope you've got your own cutter. I don't have any to lend out.
Ok. Dieci unità di ferro, questo devo fare.
Okay. I can see you're serious about helping me.
Andiamo un po'.
Not so bad for one of the oldest mines in the settled systems. We struggle with the lack of decent equipment, but as I'm sure you know, we're responsible for supplying that, among other. The prestige and pay that comes with it almost makes up for being stationed at the arse end. Yep, that's me. Joined up with Deimos when I was just 17 as a mining gopher. Go for this, go for that, you know how it is. I worked hard, proved myself capable, and got the promotion to mining director about 6 years ago, after the old boss retired. Some of the older guys resent me, but I give everyone a lot of leeway as long as they meet their quotas. So that keeps them happy enough. The who's and what's it's? Sorry, mate. I've got no idea what you're on about. Sounds made up if you ask me. But then again, maybe the other miners have been inventing some jargon I'm not familiar with. Best to ask around. Great. Now, the next part is a little trickier. Our Director of Mining Operations, Peter Brennan, fired his last assistant over a month ago. Peter's the only one who can approve the order for new equipment, and unfortunately, he's useless without an assistant. I think I've got a surefire way for you to get that job. Then you, as his assistant, can get him to sign off on the approval. Got that industrial court know-how, do you? Then, you know how this is all gonna go down. Go to the Deimos office in orbit, apply for the job, answer some questions about kissing the boss's ass. It's mostly BS, but it's gotta be done. Doesn't matter what you say, as long as you don't say anything too bonkers. We'll talk about how to secure the job after you get that application squared away.
You're jumping through a lot of hoops to get those miners the equipment that they need.
Graffiti and other street art is not tolerated per Sidonia City Ordinance 5.82. Failure to comply with this ordinance will
Dunque. Mostra su mappa. Non ora. E poi invece c'era... Allora, attività. Mostra su mappa pure questa.
Test 5 not exceed 5,000 credits or 100 hours community service.
La potrella devo beccare, giustamente. Questo è attaccato? Andiamo alle porte.
Hey! Haven't seen you around here before. Just move in? Oh, yeah? Word gets around, I guess. Well, if you got a way to get off world, then maybe you can help. I found out recently that my favorite book series, Dragonstar Force, had a very limited initial run. I really want to collect all the first editions, but it's hard for me to get them shipped all the way out here. I already tracked down Volume 1. Could you go buy it and bring it back here for me? I'll pay you back, of course. Plus, you know, extra for your trouble. They're these old science fiction fantasy books about space and good versus evil and a mysterious magical relic called the Dragonstar. Now, there's this team of heroes who fight space wizards, dragons, demons, and whoever else seeks to take over the galaxy using the Dragonstar.
Okay.
You will? Wow, you're the first person to actually agree to do it. Thanks. Well, like I said, I'll make it worth it to you. You won't regret it.
How's it? Oh, hey, what's up? I'm busy at the moment.
Hello.
If you're going to use the elevators or stairs to reach the other levels, try to keep them clean. I hate filing litter reports.
I've got a slow
Staying safe?
This place reminds me of my UC Navy training barracks. Cold, cramped, and... offensive.
What? Do you mean I'm not miserable like them? Guess not. Yeah, it might not be the most glamorous post and the work can be tough, but it sure beats the hell out of whatever I'd be doing back home. Writing papers, presentations, doing spreadsheets. Nah, that's not for me. I'm happy to be here. And I wish my family would understand that. I don't mind it too much. Things can be rough here. I'll admit, though, that I'd like to be stationed somewhere else someday. Not that I don't like it here, but I'd like to see what else is out there. Not sure if I ever wanted to be a Marine per se. This is just where life took me. Growing up, all I ever wanted to do was leave New Atlantis and see the settled systems. Joining up with the Marines was the easiest way to do that. Best decision I've ever made. Yep, my family doesn't like that I joined up with the Marines, but nobody's more worried than my sister. I feel bad. Her birthday's actually coming up, but I'm not able to visit her. She's gonna be worrying about me on her birthday. Actually, maybe you can help me with that. Would you mind giving her her birthday presents the next time you're in New Atlantis? Awesome! You're making my life a whole lot easier right now. Thanks for doing this. And tell her I said happy birthday. Take it easy.
Posso controllare tutte le porte sul retro di tutti i bagni che incontro, perché ce ne sono 1.000.000. Marine e Marine. Va bene.
Is Mars treating you well?
Come dicevamo, l'ennesimo bagno.
Peace be with you.
Ciao.
Greetings, my child. Is there any assistance the Sanctum Universum can offer you? Very well. I would be happy to take the time to speak with another child of God. Perhaps you would like to hear...
We can stay and listen if you like. I find theological discussions to be quite interesting.
The Sanctum Universum will always be available to you, if you wish to know more. While I must disagree, I won't try to change your mind. You are welcome to go alone in your spiritual journey and make your own discoveries. But if you ever find yourself lost and need some guidance, please know that I am always available should you be interested in a different path. We will always offer assistance to anyone who needs it, regardless if they choose to follow our faith.
Gentile.
One is not conditional upon the other. We would never turn someone in need away. And we will happily serve those of any level of need. Of course, we are happy to provide. Come back anytime. I help run this community center along with my associate, Joy. People from all walks of life are always welcome to come here and share this space for whatever purpose they need. I am also here to assist those seeking faith in God under the Sanctum Universum as we lack a true spiritual center here on Mars. In its simplest form, as such, we accept those from all the faiths of old, provided they seek faith in the Almighty Creator. Because to truly follow the teachings of our Lord and Creator, you must still have faith. Were He to simply lead us to Him directly, it would defeat the purpose. You see, our mortal journey is still an important part of the human. Only then can we prove we are worthy of joining Him in the...
Va bene, grazie. Ciao.
Have a blessed day.
I have a pen pal in New Atlantis. 20 years ago, I moved to Sidonia on a whim. Never thought I'd stay for as long. Joy and Horus? I think they get along well enough. Sure they... Disagreement's healthy. What good are your beliefs if you never have to defend them? Not to get all sappy, but I lost a son in the war. It's been 20 years, but it still makes my brain a bit swirly thinking about it. Just never got to say goodbye, you know? That bugs me. So I come here to try and get peace. All right.
Ok.
Mars isn't for everybody.
Strano personaggio con...
What? It's hard not to worry when your spouse is the one doing all the hard work down in the mines.
How goes?
There's nothing like fresh air filters.
Sidonia's
Am I
not
right?
so bad.
Can
Honest
you
word,
believe
good pay.
people used to think the nearby mountain was a face on the surface of Mars? I heard they found another new fresh
Easy
water.
living
There's
inside
nothing
the
like seeing old soul coming through
So
the big
much
window.
better.
Hey. Pardon me.
Boris is good people. If you need a quiet spot to think, I came to do a little good old-fashioned soul searching. You'd think it'd be easy to find, given it's my soul. But nope. Turns out it's a lot harder than it looks. I lived a pretty quiet life to start, but the quieter things got, the more noise I made. Got into trouble, did the whole teenage rebellion tour, that sort of thing. Dad used to say I was made reckless by boredom, but I think he deserves some of the credit. See ya.
Questa Joy dove
Faith in
sarebbe?
God is what brought us to the stars.
What a day, huh?
Yes. A special rule needs to be made.
He can find.
Quindi qua si torna all'hub centrale, va bene. Ah, Joy.
Never forget, there's nothing humanity can't accomplish through science and working hand in hand with one another. Why, hello there. What can I help you with? Have you come to seek assistance from the House of Enlightenment?
Ah, sono tutti e due.
We're here to serve the Sidonia community in many ways. While we don't have a belief in a greater power, we have faith in humanity that people will always strive to better the human race. As a community, we come together to help those in need. Food, shelter, basic amenities. We'll provide because that's what people do for one another. Yes, the Enlightened serve as a community-centric institution, much like a traditional church, but without religious faith. For it's the community and faith in one another which is important, not adherence to a particular religious dogma.
Carino.
We'll always be here if you need something, or just want to meet people. Actually, before you go, would you mind helping me out with something? I was debating with my dear friend Horace and would like an outside opinion. He believes that faith in a higher power is what inspires more people to be good. I say that more people do good without any promise of divine reward or retribution. What do you think? Good point. Though I wonder if I had told you I would reward you for your time, would you have had the same response? You've inspired me to try a little scientific experiment with this theory. I'll have to ask more people, both with and without rewards offered, and see how they respond. Then I'll get back to Horace with the results. Thank you.
Beh, se vuoi darmi 100 crediti, 100.000 crediti, io...
Some might see junk, but I see an opportunity to turn scrap into something I can sell and profit off of. Hi, welcome to Jane's, Sidonia's only 100% independent one-stop shop. I apologize if I'm a little distracted. I'm currently dealing with a little issue, but please let me know if there's anything I can get for you.
E guarda caso, sono qua per risolvere.
You have no idea. Every time I feel like I'm getting ahead, something happens to knock me back down. But unless you're some sort of merc, I'm not sure you can help. See, I saved up to get a new ship and hire a pilot. He was supposed to help run deliveries and bring in all sorts of new goods, but he went missing. I can't find anyone willing to track him down. I'm worried something bad has happened. I'm not sure. I'm hoping it's something simple, like he ran out of fuel. It's an older ship and it may have had a minor leak. But I know there's a problem with pirates out there. This was Eric's first real piloting job and I'm worried they could tell he was easy pickings or something. Could just be my overactive imagination. If all else fails, I'm probably going to, but I'd rather not. That ship? I bought it from a sketchy dealer because it was all I could afford. Seemed too good to be true. I'm not sure now it was entirely legit. So, you see the problem with contacting Sistef.
Va bene.
Really? I mean, thank you. I know it's a lot of trouble, but it'll mean a lot to me. I'll try to compensate you as best I can when you bring back Eric and my ship. It's a cargo runner called the Berry Mule. The last signal I got from him was out near Triton. It's a starting place, at least. And try to bring them both back in one piece.
Quella è la mia gamba. Ok.
You're gonna find my ship, right? Okay, let me just pull up my...
Vediamo.
See you around.
The Lux condos aren't anything special, but plenty of people call them home.
How's it? Am I glad I got this job instead of mining some dead rock out in the middle of nowhere?
This life ain't easy, but it pays the bills.
taken me a few years. Leaving already.
There's something very satisfying. See you around.
I'm not really in the mood.
Non so chi sia, non ti ho mica trovato prima. Devo tornare qua più tardi, va bene. Questo chi è?
Whoa, hold on there. Are you supposed to be down here? You could get hurt without proper safety training. Oh, Argos. Didn't know anyone actually survived their operations. Nah, I'm just messing with you. I know Argos. They're good people. Their safety record's actually pretty good. They stand to beef up their security, I hear. But that's neither here nor there. I'm Salmond. Not Sammy, not Sam, Salmond. I don't do nicknames. I've been with Deimos for what seems like forever. So what I'm saying is, if you have questions, no one here knows these mines better than I do. Yeah, I get it. I'm old. To answer your question, though, no. This is the life for me, and I'm gonna do it until I'm dead or can't do it anymore. Whichever comes first. Not much. Been mining this rock for longer than anyone. Going on 30 years now. And before you ask, I don't talk about my life before that. I do, and it's gonna stay that way, since I don't have any reason to trust you yet. All I know is that it's bad news. If you go out looking for it, you're gonna have a bad time. Seriously, just trust me on this one. Forget you heard anything about it and move on. It's not worth your trouble. Adios.
Hey there. You a new hire? I thought all our positions were full. Hey, that's great. Sorry we don't have anything open at the moment. Maybe there'll be something when I retire. If I retire. The end of my contract's coming up, but I'm still not sure about it. Anyway, I'm Andres. Nice to meet you. Something else I can help you with? Just for mining, not work entirely. I think about it every time my contract comes up. See, I'm quite a few systems away from my family. I get to see them whenever I get the chance, but it's hard watching my kid grow up without me. And it's not easy on his mom either. I'm conflicted because the job pays so well, and I want to earn enough so that my kid never has to do what I did to make ends meet.
Capisco.
You're not wrong. It's becoming more and more clear that's what's important to me. But at the same time, they understand. Either way, it's gonna be a tough call. Let's just say that I've made enough here to retire early if I wanted to, and do something else with my life. Still not sure that's what I want yet, though. Other operations? I'd probably have to put in another 10, 15 years to get to where I am today. Deimos seems to prioritize its employees, which is a nice change of pace from the industry. About 15 years now. It's good work, good money. Only problem is that it keeps me away from my family. They live well, but I hardly see them. Who knows? Maybe this is the year I let my contract renewal lapse and I finally retire. Heart of Mars? Oh, you best not get mixed up in that. I'm not gonna stop you, but don't tell me I didn't try to warn you. Nothing good can come of it.
Ok.
See ya.
Ciao.
All those sad people out there. Wish I could help them, but if only someone could help me. Hi, I'm Renee, and I'm so bored. My mom and dad said not to talk to people I don't know, so I thought maybe I could talk to you, and then I know you, and I won't be so bored.
Non fa una piega.
Not sure exactly what you mean by that, but trust me, I've thought about this lots, and it should be okay. Besides, now we're already talking, and it's too late not to. Anyway, what do you want to talk about? It's okay, I guess. It's better than living outside, because Mars can't support life outside, and I'd die. But maybe it would be nice to live on another planet someday. I think I used to when I was a real little kid. And sometimes my mom and dad would take me to visit my grandma and grandpa in New Atlantis. Not really. I mean, there's Taye. He's a good friend. But he's also one of my only friends. There aren't many kids on Mars, because my mom says that this is really only a place where people come to work hard jobs for a little while. But I wish there were more kids, because it gets boring, like when Taye is busy and my mom and dad are off working. I like to play with Taye sometimes. We come up with lots of games to play. Sometimes we listen to music or watch shows. But when he's not around, I like to draw. Sometimes I draw things and give them to people since they're so mopey all the time. It makes them smile. Actually, want to help me? I just drew these great pictures of Space Frog, but I can't go out right now. Can you help put them up for me? It's Space Frog from outer space, and he's a little frog character that I made up. I've never seen a real frog before, but I've seen pictures. Anyway, he lives in space and goes around to different planets helping people who are sad or need help. He's great. You will? Thank you, thank you, thank you! People are gonna be so happy. Here's a bunch of copies of the Space Frog drawing I made. You can post them in places where you think people will see them. Thank you so much!
Okay. Ah. Hmm. Okay.
These are supposed to be luxurious condominiums? If you ask me, I find them to be rather underwhelming.
Signora, grazie, grazie.
I hope getting that book won't be too much trouble. What's that supposed to mean? But just because I look like I couldn't bench press a stick of raw spaghetti, I don't fit in here? Nah, just kidding. I got some issues that prevent me from working, and modern medicine could only help so much. I was offered an experimental treatment, and unfortunately, instead of getting cool superpowers, I got more medical conditions. But it's okay. They offered me this condo and set me up with enough money to get by without working. I live pretty well, all things considered. Bored? Are you kidding me? I got more entertainment at my fingertips than I'll ever finish, even if it takes forever to get to Sidonia. I don't think I'll ever be bored, and I'm certainly not going to waste my life working if I don't have to.
Okay.
I try not to let it get me down. Right now, I'm just focused on living the best life possible. I may have been dealt a shit hand of cards, but I decided to say, screw that! I'm gonna play however I want instead. Though some things would be easier if I wasn't bound to my home. Well, I don't have the kind of money to pick up and leave. And otherwise, I kind of like it in Sidonia. My friends live here. Yeah, I get some credits every month, but no millionaire. Besides, I share my money. I blow it all on games, movies, comics, books, and other stuff for me and my friends. I feel like it's better to spend it now. Create good memories for us. Yeah, thanks. You too. Nice to have visitors. Nothing new. Oh, wait. I saw a movie about this weird bug that looked like a stick, and it danced. Not sure what they were going for, but it was fun. Ooh, yeah. I'm probably not the best person to ask about this.
Okay.
But there's a couple of bars around here. One's for the mine workers and one for everyone. Some people like hiking around Mars. It's a cool planet for that, I hear. People just kind of make their own.
Sì, perché...
Oh, yeah. I recently saw two... All right.
Infatti, Nuovo Atlantide c'ha delle bestie gigantesche che cercano di ucciderti. Per il resto, sì, bel posto.
What if my mom weren't so sad all the time?
Va bene, dai. Per ora è tutto.